And here we are, back again in Berlin. It's the IFA, and we are here at the Panasonic booth. My name is Patrice Bouidibela, and this is the part where you are going to be able just to ask any question, and I will come up with some answers. Well, let's say I'm going to ask my experts, who are the guys who know everything here. This form is going to be Matthew and Marcus. Welcome, guys.
Thanks.
And the topic today, or right now, is going to be VIERA, or which is the most important thing, apparently, you understand. It's all about like swiping and sharing.
Okay. Right.
You seem really convinced about that.
Well, it's more about smart VIERA, and swipe and share is a part of smart VIERA.
Ah, I see.
And we really want to differentiate that, because basically most people, when they hear smart TV, they think only about internet TV. But that's not all about it. For Panasonic, we have built our smart VIERA concept on 5 pillars. We think... Which are there? Thanks.
Ah, okay,
Thanks,
that explains the cube.
Yeah, that's the role of the cube. And we think rather than just focusing smart or just being smart in one topic, the connectivity, we need to be smart in all the basic features a TV needs to offer. We need to be smart in picture quality. We need to be smart in networking, of course. We need to have smart design as well. We need to have smart, easy operation, a smart and easy operation. And of course, you can only be smart if you care about the environment and if you help to save or if you help to improve the energy efficiency of the product.
Okay, see, okay, that makes that's gonna be so much better as an explanation. As oh yeah, you can send in some pictures on the screen. That's pretty much what I brought together when it came to swipe and share.
That's a swipe and share basically is part of the easy operation. It is really with the swipe and share we have created a new way.
Let's show them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to be like the easiest way. I mean, that's why we have everything around here.
Seeing is believing. Seeing is believing.
And that's the reason why we're doing all of this here, because most of the time you just see like a TV set and it just looks like a TV set, but what's within, that's the most impressive part, and that's for, I got these experts because they're going to be able to do so. So this is a huge aquarium, which I already asked Monsieur Abadi if I could have it. He said, apparently no.
You can,
there's more to it.
Well, basically, I can build that in your home. That doesn't matter. You just need to give me some budget for this, and I will recreate.
See, that's where the part is where the problem comes up. Budget, I believe. I mean, no matter TV sets have become quite cheaper in comparison to like 5, 6 years ago. But still, with this amount, how many do we have here?
34 per site, and it's a two-sided monument. But you might actually want to be okay with 34 screens, no? You don't need a two-sided one.
I would be happy just with this one specific one that we have in the professional area, where there's this with 145
yeah, the 8K, yeah, right.
But that's a different story. Now
that's
it's about
already
smart
belonging
VIERA.
to Matt. He already bought it.
It's already mine.
So
is it?
Yeah.
Does it include also smart VIERA then?
I'm sure it could.
Okay.
If not, we've had a Blu-ray player with smart.
But now what we do have here is a tablet PC.
Yes, this whole monument here, for every 1,000 swipes that the general public do in this particular zone, we are going to commit to a charity based on those 1,000 swipes. So everybody that comes over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, for every 1,000 swipes, we're going to give something to charity.
Oh, okay, well, that's a good thing.
And we're going to show you how easy it is. Okay, so touch the screen, and you can see there a selection of photos and an instruction of how easy swipe and share is. So we'll select the shark, and you can see the picture of the shark on the smart device there. Touch and swipe. And you can see it shared there on the television screen. How easy is that? Swipe and share. And everybody in the room can then see that image.
It looks
and
easy
here
right
it goes.
now.
Looks easy right now.
The shark.
Yeah.
I have to say my favorite is the whale. Right? Gonna swipe the whale.
Do they pop up on any screen? No.
It'll pop up on this one in the middle there.
I see. That's the benefit of a live show.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's try. Oh no. Okay. No. We just chose it. You have to hold it.
Yeah.
And then
swipe it up.
Swipe it up somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it's a live show.
It's a mystery.
It's as it happened.
I remember, because the whale does not come up while the shark is still swimming.
Then let's try
there
another.
You go. Come on. Let's show you the other features of swipe and share.
I'm gonna swipe the whale.
Marcus wants to know. Ah,
he's determined to get the whale.
There's the whale.
And let's wait until he's gonna change. Is it possible that the whale actually is smaller than the shark?
No, look, it gets bigger, and it's huge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a huge
Comes
whale.
across the top.
It's a huge whale. So.
See?
Wow. That's far better than any screensaver I've seen.
Wow. That's
So here we are.
because
This
there's
is,
screens.
this is the smart VIERA booth.
So obviously, as we already discussed, the budget won't be enough for you to recreate that in your living room. So here we have basically recreated the living room situation. And again, you have the VIERA remote app. You can choose either videos or photos. The Android version will support music as well. You just take the picture or video and just swipe it to your TV, and it will be instantly displayed. So that's a very easy and convenient way to interact with your TV from the comfort of your couch.
Well,
basically.
immediately I have like thousands of questions I would like to ask, but then again, it's not about me, it's about the viewers who have some. So I would like to start with the few first that came in. Actually, I don't even know how many came in, but the first one comes in from Oliver. Is there a difference between smart VIERA and normal VIERA TVs?
Yeah.
Do we have to feel like downgraded now of having just...
Well, VIERA as a brand name has been around for a little while, but recently we've introduced Smart VIERA, and that basically encompasses all 5 pillars that Marcus went through at the beginning of the show. So you've got the ease of operation, which all VIERA has, but you've got included in Smart VIERA is the networking side of it and the swipe and share, that kind of thing. VIERA connects with all the different applications as well, whereas regular VIERA just has a couple of pillars.
So I don't have to fear that I'm going to be left alone if I have an older version of the VIERA software on it.
No. Well, obviously, as long as your TV is a smart VIERA television, then that system will get upgraded. But a regular VIERA television, like the 19-inch or the 24-inch, which is just based for the smaller rooms of the house, they don't incorporate the networking facilities, let's say, of a smart VIERA TV.
Okay, now because it can be confusing, so I understand the question coming from Oliver, and thank you for this. And thank you for the answer.
No problem.
Continuing with Mark Ziegler, who would like to know, how do I stream content to a smart TV? What devices can I use? I mean, apparently this tablet PC has been made for it.
So basically, our TVs support all DLNA certified devices. So that can be
DLNA, just to make it more comprehensive, that's a standard.
Yeah, right. That's a standard for home networking, basically, for consumer electronic home networking. And your PC can do that. You can have a network-attached storage drive, such a little hard disk, which you just connect to your router at home. But as well, in the newest generations, we support the app basically. So you would always have videos and photos on your tablet or on your smartphone. And with the VIERA remote app, we basically enable you to directly access those files on your tablet or on your smartphone and swipe them to your TV.
So here we have a tablet there, a smart tablet that everybody would recognize. But here we have an Android portable device, or more like portable device.
A so-called smartphone.
And here we could do photos, music, and video as well.
So for example, you have music on your smartphone.
So pretty much anything that is smart, including like a tablet or like a smartphone, and which can download the application that you need to download first in the first place anyway, it's going to work for it. But it's not going to work on a laptop, a PC, or anything like that.
Well, on a laptop or on a PC, you would have a different set of software, basically. There's like...
And rarely you carry it on your arm.
Even the Microsoft Media Player is basically a DLNA server, so...
It's like a digital highway, and everything travels down it.
Okay, so pretty much everything that provides iOS by Apple,
iOS,
Android or iOS.
Yep.
Good. Well, Mark Ziegler, this is then your answer. Coming up, a question by Robert Webb. What is the largest size LED TV you make?
So we have just introduced for IFA a 60-inch ET5 model.
Yep.
So
we're going to show that a little while when we go around to the range.
Exactly.
But it's kind of confusing because I thought there's a certain limit when it comes to LED or LCD panels in general. How come that now you're presenting a 61?
Basically, technology and production capabilities are improving and improving every year. And as well, the consumer expectations are increasing. So whereas 5 years ago, everybody was happy with the 81 centimeter diagonal. Today, customers are expecting more than a meter of diagonal. Or
no, but specifically because that was also like one of the reason why people chose like a plasma, because plasma was dedicated to be built even bigger than the conventional 42, which was for a certain time, like the limit, but with 60
It's like the
apparently-
changeover, yeah.
Mm.
And to this day, you know, there's a good reason for having a 42-inch plasma, but we now have the technology, as Marcus says, to make larger screen LEDs. But like I said, we will get to that in a little while.
Yeah, so we will be able just to show this TV then, Web 60-inch, that's when it comes to LED. Thank you for that question. Coming out to a question by, sometimes it takes some...
Well, while we're waiting, why don't we have a look at the other great features of the smart browse and share, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So over here, we have it set up in such a way that Marcus will demonstrate by going online. So you're at home, okay? We'll paint the picture. Yeah, we're at home, we're watching television. Marcus is not interested in the program I'm watching. So he's surfing the web inside the application.
On my browser.
Yeah, on his browser. So he's now found that web page, but he wants to share that with me and anybody else that's in the room. So he's going to find a web page. He's just typed it in now. And what he's going to do, once he's found that web page, maybe it's a holiday or something he's looking for, or a new car. Maybe he's looking for a new Volkswagen or, you know, that kind of thing. A golfer. I know he likes golfs. I know you're into golfs as well.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Don't go there, Matthew. Jeez.
And he's going to find the picture, and then he's going to simply swipe and share that image up to the television. I hope. If you can find the right image.
Yeah.
I was just about to ask, that's what he wanted to share with us, like his fantasy purple?
No,
Yeah.
that's not a website anyway.
So yeah, we're going to get this up and running. But you can see we've got different ways of controlling the television. So whereas Marcus is currently using the smart tablet, over there we have a smartphone as well, which is on the Android system. But on the left-hand side, we've got the new style of really easy-to-use remote controls from Panasonic that's available on the top-of-the-range dual-core models, the WT50 and the VT50 as well.
But is it that anyone can just like show his picture onto his display at any time he wants? I mean, just imagine you just watch like the Champions League final, and then all of a sudden your son, your girlfriend, whoever is not so interested in football is like, oh look, I found something, and might interrupt
That's
the
real
program.
democracy, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
You know, that's real democracy. So everybody can contribute now to the evening program.
Yeah.
Why should your son have less
No,
rights?
but is there a chance just to control that a little bit more? Just as long as you have the remote. The thing is, like, as it doesn't come to this one single remote, apparently anyone who has that application on his device is going to be able just to send any pictures on the screen.
No.
There is actually a way inside the television settings where you can control which and what device is available, or able, I should say, to communicate with the television. You can have it open to all or selective devices. So if you were a little bit worried that your son was going to ruin your evening's entertainment by swiping photos up, you could delete that device.
I don't want to just go for the risk that my neighbor might also have like a VIERA, and I just send it to the screen, and all of a sudden he gets pictures that he was not supposed to see.
But
your neighbor would need to be on your network, and obviously that's probably not what's going to be happening.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's you need to log on to the Wi-Fi network, and that's protected in most cases.
I see. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
So should we move on to some of the other great features? Not only can we swipe and share up to the televisions, okay, we can also bring them back down again. So if we go into the middle here, you can see there it says share broadcast, okay?
Yep.
So again, let's paint a picture. You're at home, you're watching television, you don't want to miss whatever it is you're watching, okay? And you want to go make a cup of tea, or maybe you've got to go to the front door, or you want to go out in the garden, watch in the back garden, or maybe go to the bedroom, okay? So in this particular situation, you can see that Marcus has picked up the tablet, and the image that's on the television is now being drawn down to the tablet, and you can take that image with you around the house in that local network area.
Is it happening in real time? Is it
happens in
like
real
is
time,
it a stream, or do you have to download it?
No, it's a
streaming straight from the television.
Oh, okay. There's a small delay, but it just happens.
Yeah, you need, of course, you need to buffer a bit to send it, so then we can secure a stable stream.
Well, one of the great features of this particular scenario is that if you've got device in an audio device in your living room, like the HC57, you can actually share the audio from here via the AirPlay service on that audio device. How great is that? So you're drawing the information from the television to your tablet, and then sharing it with your tablet on the audio system, let's say in your living room on the HC57.
Or you could, for example, if you have another smart VIERA in your kitchen, you could take.
I wish that would have space for one in the kitchen, but I actually have two of them. But yeah,
we're gonna build a monument in your kitchen, right?
Yeah, please.
So basically, you would take away the content from your living room. You would carry your tablet to the kitchen, and you could swipe the content back to your kitchen TV, and your kitchen TV would then basically take over the content from the tablet. How cool is that?
How brilliant is that?
Ah, damn, I really need to refurnish my entire home apparently after this fair.
Yeah.
I would like to ask you a question. I just had to switch because like this tablet PC kind of didn't feel like doing it anymore. Because Lizzie would like to know, do all VIERA TVs work with swipe and share? You already kind of
all
given
smart
answer.
VIERA TVs do work with swipe and share.
Yep.
That means would my VT20 still be able to swipe and share?
No.
Okay, good to know.
You need a new one, Patrice. We said this last year.
I know.
You need to get yourself a VT50.
All that's a good point. All last year's models, so the VD30, for example, or the GD30, they do all work with swipe and share as well.
Well,
So all 2011, all 2012 smart VIERAs.
Okay, I really have to really think about it. The
Yeah,
problem,
it needs to upgrade.
seriously, the problem that I see while having a VIERA already at home, because it's a nice feature, and you're like, yeah, I want to have it, but I think it's more for those who really want to have a new television, because the problem is, mine has still a great picture. I mean, that's need to be said in the first place.
It has a great picture, but again, it's like all things, isn't it? If you compare it with a VT50 from now, you would want a VT50.
Let's not go there, because I know that I want to have the new one, of course.
Well, there you go. But
I'm just
it's
trying
all
to
relative,
convince
isn't it?
myself. I'm just showing some lame reason not to have a new one.
I can think of another reason, actually, why you'd want it. You love taking photos. You love photography, right?
Yep.
Right. So imagine you've got a brand new 2012 Panasonic television in your living room.
Yep.
Not the 3-year-old one you've got. And you take the SD card out of your camera
Yep.
where you've been taking photos. You put it into the side of the television.
Yes.
And you're looking at on your television, but you want to share them around the home, right? Maybe your partner's upstairs or wherever. Now, we can see there, look, you can see SD card. So if I access the SD card, I'm going to bring it back down.
And that's actually really a great feature, because so far, to get a picture from your digital still camera to the tablet is quite a hassle, because you need to use your computer, you need to download you need an SD card reader for your computer, you need to download the pictures from the SD card to the PC, and then convert them, and only then you can upload them to Facebook or whatever. But now you can basically download the pictures directly from your SD card to the tablet, and you could then from your tablet share them with all your friends on your social networks and so on.
But it's an interesting point, because that's something I'm going to talk to Mark about. Mark is going to be the expert for the next hour when we're going to talk about Lumix, but now back to VIERA. But it's a good point. So I'd like to ask a question for you from Bartek. When is that we can expect OLED TVs from Panasonic?
That's a great one for you, actually. I've got
That's a great one for you.
Well, apparently OLED seems to be like the next big thing when it comes to contrast, depth of the pictures, and all of these features. So apparently a lot of people are waiting to have a proper, affordable OLED TV.
So basically, we think that our plasmas, in terms of picture quality, are really leading edge still. So, and they are for affordable prices. So you need to show me that OLED TV that is outperforming our VT50
But
series.
that's why I said like affordable, because right now prices are skyrocketing when it comes to OLEDs.
Yeah.
But is there any roadmap that indicates when Panasonic will also start with OLEDs?
Sure, we are working on this technology. Sure.
But nothing that you will be able to.
No.
It's just in between of the three of us.
Well, between the three of us, like Marcus says, we've got some great technology already. So why want for something that we've not got when we've already got great TV technology?
So does that mean you speak against OLED in general, or?
Not at all. Rest assured, we are, as Marcus said, quite rightly working away in the background, making sure that technology is affordable, as you requested. It's the right quality, and it's the right lifespan, because that's quite an issue at the moment with the previous generations of OLED TV that we've had. The lifespan's been very short. Now, that's not what Panasonic's about. We're about quality and reliability. So we want that product to be right before it comes to market.
Okay. And thank you for that answer, Bartek. That was your answer. Coming to the next one from Patrick Bade. Greetings to Berlin. Is there any possibility to temporarily block the swipe function? Because I don't want to look at the shopping results of my... I want to look at the shopping results of my wife at my TV while I watch football.
Right, I think that's
Pretty much that's what we were referring like
referring
earlier.
back there. So yes, there's an ability in the settings to delete or lock out individual devices, and you can just have certain devices registered. So if he doesn't want to look at the shopping results of his wife, then he can lock that particular product out.
Yes, yeah, so saying like Patrick, your question is more how can he hide the fact that he's hiding it? Because if he willingly is leaving his girlfriend or his wife out of this whole home domestic,
it's a little bit selfish, Patrick, to be honest.
Yeah, it's going to be actually more of a problem than a solution. Tell you that. So Patrick, I hope this has been the correct answer for you. Coming up to the next one. Coming from Gloria, Swipe and Share looks very interesting. Is it also working with Android devices? May I answer this question?
Yes, sure.
Yes, it does. That was simple.
Yeah.
What are you for? It's an easy job. Just give me answers like that.
Okay.
Well, let's see for the next one. Coming from Anya Karuna. How much more energy efficient are your new TVs?
Well, it depends on the model and on the size.
Mine is like 3 years old.
Size, basically. Well, we have some models where, comparing to last year, we could reduce the power consumption almost 50% by new LED technologies. So, for example, if you compare last year's E3 with this year's E5 model, the 42-inch model, we reduced the power consumption 50%.
This would be a great opportunity to go over to the TV range.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should we go over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
But let him finish that thought.
Well, so let's go to the, let's take the chance and go to the new 60 ETW, because that is an LED TV, and with those kind of new LED TVs, you get the energy efficiency to a level that we actually received the A+ grading, which is according to the so-called ERP label, a label which you know from white goods already, which is issued by the European Union, and which indicates the energy efficiency class of a product to the consumer. And almost all our LED TVs are graded with A+, which is currently the highest grade in the market. And
that includes the new 60-inch as well, it's also A+.
Yeah.
So if you look at these energy labels, for example, it gives you a clear figure just towards the bottom right-hand side, and it gives you a figure of, let's say, 50 kilowatt hours per annum. Okay, so to work out with the cost, you take that figure, get the average price of a kilowatt hour, which you could probably get on your search engine on your computer for your local country.
I could do it right now and swipe it and share it.
You could do it right now and swipe and share it, yeah. For example, in the UK, the average kilowatt hour price is 14p per kilowatt hour. Okay, so if we know that the television uses 50 kilowatt hours per annum, we times that times the 14p, and that gives us our yearly running cost of that particular TV. And as Mark has rightly pointed out, starting with the E5 plasma range, X5 E5 plasma range, that has been reduced by 50%.
50%.
50%.
That's quite a lot. So Anya Karuna, I hope this is going to be sufficient for you. If not, the next generation, of course, will consume even less energy, as this is part of the philosophy of the company.
Yeah.
See?
The technology that goes into making these TVs energy efficient as well has helped us produce some of the best pictures we've ever had on LED.
Well, I'm still not sure really about the plasma or LED, but that's something that probably we're going to be able to talk about later.
I'm sure we'll get that question.
As the next one comes from Andrea. Hi, I would like to know something about the new plasma panels of the VT50 series. What is it? What is that we could tell? I mean, first of all, for the new generation, you can use smart VIERA and therefore swipe and share.
Well, the new VT50 plasma panel is blacker than any other plasma before.
Which one would it be? Like the plasma segment would be on the right-hand side?
Line, basically.
So we get to the bottom here. Here's a great fact, actually, right? Last year, we had a certain amount of graduation steps on the range of plasma televisions.
Yep.
This year, that actual figure has shot up to 24,576 individual steps of graduation. There's an interesting factoid for you.
Yes, that's a high number you just mentioned.
That's a very high number, nearly 4 times the amount.
And we have decreased the black levels by 50%, so this TV is blacker than a TV ever was. And by that, you automatically double the contrast your eye can perceive.
And all the while maintaining a perfectly crisp, clear, bright image.
It's all right, it's all right, it's all right. It's already sold. It's already sold.
Yeah, you're going to buy that.
Already feel that. Yeah, so that's really the most important thing that you need to know about the new television then? It's dark, it's blacker.
Yep. You've got a richer contrast.
And we have, of course, a nice design with this
And new
metallic
design.
application around. It's one sheet of glass which lays on top of the panel, basically, which encloses the panel. And so even if the TV is switched off, it will look very, very beautiful in your living room.
Yeah, I admit, like when it comes to design and also like the size, it's quite impressive. I'll take
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah,
I'll take
absolutely.
it. Andrea, thank you for your question. Coming now up, a question from Eugene. Will plasma TVs produce brighter image in the future, like LCDs TVs can?
Yes.
I never really knew that's a matter of being brighter.
It's a bone of contention,
Yes.
actually. I think brightness is not necessarily better. If your TV is too bright in the living room
Right.
environment, it actually makes you more tired. The real quality of a picture is noted in its black level, its contrast level, its color reproduction, and the way it displays the entire image, not just its brightness level.
But the brightness level will improve because it's a matter of fact that the plasma cells basically are improving, so you're getting more space to cover it out with the phosphor. The phosphor is improving, the gas mixture in the cell is improving, the electrodes are improving, so it's a continuous strive for improvement we have, and every year you will improve the brightness on the plasma panel.
That's why I would like to know really where this is coming from, because I was very surprised when we talked to the CEO of Panasonic Europe, Monsieur Abadi, who mentioned, when we were talking about the refrigerator, and
Yeah.
people were wondering why should I buy a Panasonic refrigerator, and then he said, like, oh, we quite experienced already when it comes to, most of the interior also comes from airplanes. Coming with those kind of things. Really seems like, oh, we have some high-tech leftovers, let's do a fridge out of it. So where is this technology also used then only on television?
Is there any transfer
Well,
of technology?
Yeah.
Basically, each plasma cell is a halogen light
Yeah.
bulb, basically. So
In
And it's also
simplistic terms.
And light
it's
bulb is also quite
basically a light, like you have 2 million little light bulbs in your TV. That's where it's used.
And they're all individually controlled for black level,
Yeah,
contrast,
right.
brightness, and so on.
And still, is it easier to control them on an LCD or in plasma?
Well, with the latest processing technology, you can actually see a figure there. Look, 2,500 hertz focus field drive. But not only are the plasma technology.
But one second, I just have to like interrupt you here because we still have, again, like the poll,
Yeah.
where in between we're always asking you question as like, I enjoy watching TV most in. And the interesting thing is we have another 10 seconds just to have a final result, because the three options will be the bedroom, the living room, or I have a TV in both rooms,
Yeah.
which is quite a comfort. But finishing yours, first your
So
thoughts?
what I was saying is, with all these technology improvements with picture quality on plasma side, it's also the control of the picture that's very important. So you can see we've got that 2,500 hertz focus field drive system.
Yep.
And that's all necessary to control this beautiful picture.
A question let me finish this poll here, because apparently 66% of you enjoyed watching television still in the living room, and it's 28% that have both a television set not only in the living room but also like in the bedroom. Only 7% simply have the television in the bedroom. Coming back to this television now, because what I read here is like this dual core Pro 4 chip.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a television, it's not a computer. What is that chip?
Well, basically every smart device needs some processing power in the background. So you see that on smartphones, they're increasing processor power. You see that as well on smart TVs. So the core of our smart VIERA is basically this dual core processor manufactured by Panasonic.
I tell you as well, later in the week, we're going to go through VIERA Connect at some point in more in-depth detail, where we can get some great questions sent through. But I'm really going to go into that dual-core processing chip and the real benefits when we're in that VIERA Connect section.
I'm looking forward for that, because to me, in the first place, television is a color. Does it have sound? That's the most important thing. And
And the way it
that's
looks.
And the way it looks, of course. But I've never was so much into the processor. But closing this poll and going to the next question, as you see, we're going to be here for a couple of days. So if there are more questions coming up, don't hesitate to send them. We still will have time just to answer them. Barry at HDTVT test, or HDTVD test. Panasonic committed to plasma, and when will their OLED sets be available? Thanks, Barry at HDTVT test. Another question that I can reply, because we had them before. Not yet. When you want the best picture right now, you should check the
Watch
VT
this
series.
space.
the space here?
Not the space here, no, just, watch Panasonic. Keep up with the updates.
And then you see about that, so no real answer to that. I'm sorry, Barry. Well, then again, no, it was quite an answer from my side. Simon in the UK would like to know, what about 4K resolution? I mean, you're already showing off some 8K. You're already showing off some 8K here.
Yeah.
But
4K,
what about
some 4K as well?
4K?
Yeah. So basically, well, we were actually the first company selling a commercial 4K display with our 152-inch plasma panel, which is available since like 3 years.
Yeah.
So yes, we're into 4K since 3 years. We have some new form factors. It's a 20-inch 4K panel. There's various applications you could think of. Right now, we're demonstrating it in a more like B2B environment, so you could use it as a shop display or to brush up your shop display. But you could think about other
TV studios. You could use it for actually recording and rendering 4K resolution and do it.
But maybe first of all, we should explain what these terms are standing for, because right now, to most, it's just like numbers. And
so the K is always defining the horizontal resolution. Right. That is terminology that is coming from Hollywood, basically. So 2K means
that's what we know as full HD, right?
Yeah,
this is 2K.
Not really, because it's 1920 pixels and 2K says
it should be 20.
Yeah, but it isn't. So 4K as well, there's different form factors actually. So it's around 4,000 pixel horizontally, and 8K is
8 times.
8 times. So 8 million pixels horizontally.
Or to put it another way, if you've got a full HD TV, 4K would be equivalent of 4 times HD resolution, and then 8K would be 8 times HD resolution.
Right. But it needs to be also like a proper disc?
It's 8K is 16 times.
16 times.
Full HD resolution. 8K is 32 megapixels.
That's what I heard. That's one of the reasons why 8K is also like very important, because that's also probably something that we will be talking about within the next few days. Last year, 3D was the main topic, and then there was also like 2 different ways of presenting 3D on a display, either with polarized glasses or with shutter glasses.
Yep.
Panasonic offers the 2 versions of it.
We offer them both this year, yeah.
But in order to have a full resolution in 4K, you need an 8K television. That's why the shift will go towards 8K. That's what I learned somehow. Am I correct somehow? No?
No.
But all I know is like the bigger the picture, the better it's to have a
the better
high
the
number.
Resolution, generally, the better the picture gets.
Yeah.
Okay.
If your content fits.
But 4K already looks amazing in movie theaters.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So having 8K is...
And
even
check out the 8K plasma. There's some scenes where you think you literally watch out of a window.
It's amazing standing less than a meter in front of that screen and still being like, this is one of the sharpest pictures ever.
Yeah.
So let's see if I have a few more questions left. Coming from Trendy Olaps. Hola, I have a Panasonic VIERA Plasma TV TX. If I just give you like the number, you would immediately know like which number, which
product
TVs.
code.
Try me.
TX-P46VT20E.
It's like yours, but smaller.
No, smaller. It's like mine, but smaller. By 4 inches.
What's the question? Sorry.
The question is, would it be? Yeah. That's a good one.
Come on,
I just wanted to show off that I got a VT20. Would it be would it be possible to upgrade the firmware so that I could enjoy some smartness of the new VIERA TVs? I mean, there was an upgrade already last year.
So several things are upgradable, some others are not. So he will still receive regular updates for his VIERA Connect service, for example.
Yep.
Once new apps are introduced, his TV will be upgraded. He will not get all apps, because not all generations support all apps. Yep. But he will get new apps. He will get updates, basically. A very fundamentally implemented feature like the swipe and share, which is kind of deeply integrated in the system. We cannot upgrade, unfortunately.
No. Also, I believe it has to do with the latest processor out there.
That's
on the
right.
market.
Yeah, right.
See, I'm learning as well. So thank you, Trendy, for having the same TV like mine, just smaller. Which is not true. Actually, it's a 42. His is bigger. but it's another story. Anna, again, which file formats am I able to swipe? Are PDF files possible too? A PDF is going to be
basically every file format which your tablet or smartphone does recognize, you can swipe as well. Yeah. So the limitation is the support by the actual device.
But is there also like no limitation when it comes to the resolution? Because
no.
You could have a tiny 680 times whatever, and then perhaps like some 4K pictures.
It won't look good if you have a tiny picture.
Really?
No, obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
well, if you want it to look the best, then you need
but
a
I think every camera nowadays has like an 8-megapixel camera inside, or
well,
like
which is quite the standard. But let's take, for example, I'm not going to name anyone, but there's this tablet PC which has a problem with anything bigger when it comes to include the pictures direct. He has a problem with pictures above 18 megapixels. So that's why I would ask if that's also, is there also that kind of a limitation?
When you get to 18 megapixel, the TV has only got 2.07 million pixels. Okay, so it would then start to render it down so it fit the television.
Yeah, and this tablet PC which I'm talking about is not able to do so. That's why it's it's a proper question just to know if I would have these kind of
we would need to come back to that.
Yeah.
But I don't see why there should be an issue.
Well, it's something we could try out anyway, like what we hear at the IFA. So Anna, thank you for this question. It just gave us the idea just to do some research on our own. Actually, I want to do some research here. Continuing with the next question coming from Dave. Concerning energy efficiency, when will plasmas reach energy level A or better? No, that was an LCD.
That was an LED.
An LED.
Yeah. Basically, well, it's a different concept. So with plasma, we are not opting for energy efficiency. That is like you would build a Jeep or something like that, opting for the lowest.
Building a tank and don't expect it to be fast, but it's efficient in the way that.
I don't want to compare all plasmas with tanks, though, but.
Leopard 2, it's quite an efficient.
Are you in tanks? No, but basically, those are really made for performance. Those are made for picture quality. So we do not compromise picture quality on energy efficiency. It's different target groups, basically. If you really look for energy efficiency, you would go for an LED TV. If you look for the picture quality, then you would look for a plasma. And the plasmas are, they're ranked C, which looks higher in classes, but the difference is actually not huge. I mean, it's not that you end up with, if you buy an energy efficiency class C, it's not that you end up with a €400 energy bill at the end of the year.
No.
Okay, so I understand. So it's more a matter of what you really want from your television. Because sometimes having the best quality doesn't make some sense when you don't even have the source.
And this as well, actually, what you watch on a plasma. So I'd say a plasma customer is rather watching movies. And movies are mostly shot in like dark, or movies are mainly consisting of, not mainly, but have many darker scenes, basically. And a darker scene on a plasma can actually consume the same amount of power as on an LED TV, because it's about the pixel. Because every pixel is a light bulb. So the more light bulbs in the panel you light up, the more power the plasma will consume. But that means if you have a very dark picture, which is consisting almost only on black parts, the power consumption will drop very low, actually. I think that's also like one of the main differences between plasma and LEDs, is that you can far better control the light bulbs on a plasma than on an LED.
That's right, The control of a plasma is far greater.
Okay, good. So Dave, this has been your answer then. Coming to the last one for this turn, from Brendan Black. Will the next generations of smart VIERA have quad-core processors? See, that's why. Once you write something down like a dual-core, you would expect like the next thing would be a quad-core. Yes, will there be anything like a quad-core? And then again, what for? Probably just for having more power.
Well, there's much to expect from next year's TVs, and we will certainly find a suitable processor which suits our needs.
That's it. if it's deemed necessary, then that's what we'll have to do.
What I really hate about talking to you guys, I always feel like you know far more, and then I want to know it, and then I'm not getting it. But okay, but thank you anyway for your questions so far. And when it comes to questions, of course, I would like to remind you that you have the chance now every day, not like last year where we had like a final prize at the end of this entire event. No, every day there's a prize to be handed out when you answer the, of course, with the right amount of luck, and if you're able just to answer the questions correct. As the question is, the Panasonic VT50 Smart VIERA LED TV lets you watch 3D images in full HD quality. Name the most successful 3D blockbuster ever. Is it A, Avatar, which came out in 2009, or is it B, The Amazing Spider-Man, which came out this year, 2012? So if you do have the answer, and with the right amount of luck, you might win 42-inch VT50 Smart VIERA 3D LED TV. Does it also come with swipe and share?
The TV?
The VT50?
It does come with swipe and share as well.
Sure. See, so you will have everything you need. All you need to do is to participate on this competition. But keep on participating on sending us questions to our experts. The next hour will be dedicated to the Lumix. But for now, thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you very
for
much.
the insight. And apparently, we have more to talk about when it comes to processors and anything else that comes with the Smart VIERA.
Absolutely.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Patrice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.